So if you think about how Northern Africa became Muslim, it was more through trade. Today the biggest Muslim country is Indonesia. Not a single war, not a single fight in Indonesia, right?
It was conquered.
Indonesia was conquered?
All,
let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Two different laws.
Can I ask you a question?
For the Muslims and for the non-Muslims.
No, we don't.
And
no, we don't. No, we don't. No. That is wrong. That is wrong. We don't have two different laws. We give Ahlul Dhimma their laws. We have the freedom. We give them. That is not true.
Ummah and the rest.
No. Who's the Ummah?
The Ummah are all the Muslims.
You know what the Ummah of there is two types of Ummah. One is Ummah Da'wah, which is all of mankind. One is Ummah Mujtaba, the ones who accept. So you understand what the word Ummah is not just for Muslims. First thing, let me explain it to you, because we don't want to just talk, we want to understand. Let me explain. If you look at Indonesia, the biggest Muslim country population-wise, go in history, not a single battle. Not a single battle. They were not conquered. It is true. Okay, you go look it up.
There were seafarers from the Arabian Peninsula invading
Indonesia?
Invading Indonesia.
I hate to say this, but you're wrong.
It's the same.
Can you look it up?
Bali is the last rest. Bali is the last rest of the original religion of Indonesia.
But through conversion, not through battle.
Always a danger.
It was not through battle.
It's always a danger for Bali.
Let me explain something to you.
Look, it's always a danger.
Look, let me ask you something. Go home. You have Google. Look it up. Okay?
What do you mean?
You have Google, internet.
Yeah.
Look up how Indonesia became Muslim. No, please. I'm just saying. If you want to know, I've been to Bali. I've been to Jakarta. I've been to Bali. I've been to Indonesia many a times.
Let
me explain something to you. If you've been to Bali, let me ask you something. Can a non-Muslim practice their religion or not?
What do you mean?
In Indonesia, if you're not Muslim, can you practice your religion?
Not really.
Really? Are you being honest now?
Not really.
Are you being honest? What can you not do?
I'm honest.
They don't have temples?
What
can they not do?
In the Near East, there were Christian people.
Again, you're not answering my question.
In the last few years.
What did the Crusaders do? What did the Crusaders do? What did the Spaniards do in South America?
Coming back to the places where before Christianity was.
So Christianity was in South America before the Spaniards?
No, but in Spain.
You think Mexico was Christian before Columbus?
Before it was conquered by the Muslims.
What did the Spaniards do in the Americas? What did the Spaniards do in Americas? You're in America now. In Americas, was there Christianity before the Spaniards?
No.
Did they not force people to become Christian?
They made the same.
Did they force people or not? So you're not answering my question. You didn't answer which you cannot practice Indonesia. What can a non-Muslim not practice in Indonesia? Name me one thing.
Let me say one sentence. The conquerors in South America, they made the same like the Muslims in Indonesia.
Okay, the mistake you have is that Islam, let me explain it. Islam was not spread by force in Indonesia. Look it up in history. Indonesia today, name me one practice a non-Muslim Indonesian cannot practice their religion. One practice. I'm asking you for one practice they cannot practice. You said Alhamdulillah, it is everywhere. But you said everywhere. Where are Islam not coming up?
In the countries
in Europe. Let me explain something.
In Europe, for a short while.
No.
In the next
keep dreaming.
Few years.
Islam will be the dominant religion there, inshallah.
Back to the places where they're coming from.
Europeans are becoming Muslim. What are you going to send them back?
No.
Look at him. I think. And then you tell me he's from Arizona. Where are you going to send him back to?
The most people in Europe are without any religion.
I don't know. Statistically, I don't think so, but that could be your opinion. But it's okay.
Religion.
The fastest growing religion in Europe is
tried in the communist Europe to bring back the Christianity. It was
I understand. Catholics, I agree with you. Because Catholicism is false. But Islam is truth. So it's the fastest growing religion in Europe. Go Google it. Now, I'll just ask you one question. I listened to you. Can you answer one question? You said non-Muslims in Indonesia cannot practice their religion. Can you tell me one practice that they cannot practice? Just one.
It's by law.
Yes.
That Islam is the obligating religion in Indonesia.
That is wrong. That is false. You're told a lie. I'm sorry.
Then it's Saudi Arabia.
I've been to Indonesia.
Saudi Arabia.
Look, I asked about Indonesia and you're not answering. You're not answering me. Be honest. Be honest with me. Look, I'm being honest with you. Name one practice that a non-Muslim in Jakarta, forget Bali, a non-Muslim or Bali, cannot practice from their religion in Indonesia. One practice. One. Just one. Just one.
It's better than in Saudi Arabia.
Look, I didn't ask you if it's better. I asked you, name one practice a non-Muslim Indonesian cannot practice in Indonesia. One practice of the religion. Name one. You cannot.
I think
you cannot.
Better. It's a better place.
It doesn't matter if they're better or worse. I'm just asking. You said that non-Muslim Indonesians cannot practice the religion in Indonesia. I'm asking you, what religious practice can a non-Muslim Indonesian not practice in Indonesia? Just name me one practice.
I think Bali is the example that they can.
Jakarta.
Yeah.
Any place in Indonesia. It doesn't matter. Name one practice. You cannot. You cannot, because that was a false statement. No. Don't give me another example. Answer this example first, please. Look, we're going to be honest, right? We were being honest, right? Honest.
I give you
Just admit one thing. Okay, we'll move to your example. One. Admit one thing first.
Turkey.
Admit one thing, that you cannot name one non-Muslim Indonesian practice that they cannot practice the religion. You cannot name one. Just admit that, and we'll move to
another question.
No. First, answer this one. I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to jump until you finish this one. Admit first. Now, if you don't admit, I'm not just going to jump here and jump to Turkey and Saudi and this.
Give you the answer.
No.
At the moment.
Indonesia. One practice. Yes.
At the moment.
Okay.
I don't know the future.
Okay.
But at the moment, it could be possible that you can practice another religion in Indonesia except of Islam.
Thank you. He admitted it. His statement was false.
Yeah.
He admitted. No. Let's just stop. Let's just stop.
At the moment.
At the moment. I don't know the future either. But let's admit that I'll shake your wrist.
You see
that your statement was false.
It
was, right? It was false, right? Was it false or not?
If you're influenced by the Quran, if you are a real Muslim,
okay.
If you are feeling that's your religion, and it's not only for the brain.
Okay.
It's the Western thinking of religion. It's a kind of living.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
For us, it's not a kind of living. Religion is for the personal brain. You're thinking. As a kind of living, it's different from religion. That's
You've lost
how it's thinking in the West. But
okay, so you mean a separation between church and state, or what do you mean?
Separation.
Okay.
It's by the Romans.
Okay.
And the Roman Empire was a Christian empire. They were dividing. Give to the emperor what the emperor's is, and the rest is for you.
Right.
And
with Caesar's for Caesar,
but when you are a real Muslim, you can't.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I'm with you. Make a difference.
Okay, I'm with you. Yes, you have to live by the Quran.